here's a very quick video demonstrating how, or actually demonstrating one way that you could add speech, text-to-speech accessibility for students who do need that support. So what I'm going to do is I'm using this example quiz. Okay, so this is our question. What color is the sky? And then here's our answer choices. The right answer is blue. So what I'm going to do is, from our quiz, so let's say this was the quiz that we wanted to assign to the students. So from here, what I would do is go into the little eyeball, so that way we can see the quiz the way the students can see it when they launch the quiz. So from here, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to create a video using Screencastify. So with the video, I'm going to use my pointer and I'm going to read the text, and then I'm going to read the answer choices to the student. Okay, so I'm going to launch Screencastify. Okay, I'm going to leave it on desktop with microphone, and then I'm not going to worry about the webcam. So I'm going to click record. And then I'm going to select screen 1. That's the one with the quiz on it. Click share. Question 1. What color is the sky? Is it blue? Is it black? Is it gray? Make a selection. Okay, so that was me doing the oral administration of that one question. So I'm going to do it a question at a time. So if I had 10 questions, I would do a separate video for each of the 10 questions. Okay, so now I'm going to click on skip the tour. Here's my video. So up here, I'm going to just call this quiz 200 question 1. Okay, so that way it kind of helps me remember, or it helps me keep all of this organized. So quiz 200 question number 1. Okay, so if I wanted to hear it, cut it, all that stuff, I could do that here. What I'm going to do next is now I'm going to publish it to YouTube. I'm going to change from private to unlisted. Okay, so now I'm going to upload it. So I'm just going to wait for it to process. Okay, so the recording has been updated. I'm going to click on copy the link. Okay, so now YouTube link was copied. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come back to the quiz. So this is from the student's point of view. I don't want to be in this one. I'm going to come back to the one where I edit. Okay, so from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a video. So in here, I can add an image. I can add a video. So I'm going to click on add video, and what it's going to do is then it's going to give me, it's going to take me here where I can search the video. I have the URL because I copied the link a little while ago. So I'm going to click URL. I'm going to paste it here. So here's quiz 200, question number 1. I'm going to select it. Okay, so now what it did is the video is down here for the students. So I'm going to leave this untitled. Here you could select, to center it if you wanted to center it, and you could change the video, you could remove it, you can do these little things right here if you wanted to do that. So I'm going to leave that there. And if you wanted to put the video on top of the question, you could do that too. Just hold it down and then just drag it up. So now the video is on top of the question. Okay, so I'm going to come back here to the one that was view for the student. So the update doesn't show up here because we have to refresh it. Yes, reload. So now this is what it's going to look like for the student. So here's our question, and if they want it to be read to them, the student can hit play. What color is the sky? Okay, and so just looking at it from the students, when I hit play, I had to unmute it, so the students have to unmute, and then also it if you weren't able to hear it, it's because I have my earbuds on, but it played the audio. And then it also goes through the, through the question, right? Now, if the students don't know to click on the square to maximize the question, oh, you know what? Full screen is unavailable. Okay, so the kids are going to have to click on more. Either they're going to have to open it up in another tab, or let's see, another way is they might have to click on YouTube and then watch it on YouTube. Right, so then here's the video, and then they could watch it here. Okay, they can do that. Now the other thing is, I'm going to go back over here. You see how it's kind of small. So if you want it to be visible to the kids, because it's kind of hard to see right here what I'm reading, unless they go click on YouTube and then see it, watch it on YouTube. I'm going to have to come here. I think one of the choices is to make it bigger, I think. Let's see. Now we can add a caption. No, there really isn't an option to make it bigger. So the kids are just going to have to know to click on YouTube, and then it's going to get bigger. So now the downside to this, one, it's a quiz. So as soon as the students take this quiz, the questions are out there. So for example, if they do click on YouTube and they watch the, listen to it, watch me read it to them, they could really easily just copy the link and then, let me pause this, they can copy the link and then send it to a friend. So it, as far as the security, it's not, it's done. If you're using this way, using YouTube. The other downside is also, as you're creating these videos, you're going to have to remember to go to YouTube. Okay, so you're going to have YouTube open also, and then approve so the kids can watch it. So this is my Northside YouTube. I have to go into my library, and then I have to go into your videos. And so here are the questions as they pop up. So I'm going to have to remember to click on here and then click the, okay, when it comes up, I'm going to pause it. I'm going to have to remember to go into, see right now its video is not approved, so the kids wouldn't be able to see it because it's not approved. So I'm going to have to remember to click approved also. So it's more than just, recording it and then copy the link. You have to still go into YouTube and then approve it. And then the kids will be able to see it. And then let's see, what is the other? If you did want to just make a video of you reading all of the questions at one time, and then the kids could just come down here and select the questions. So if you had 10 questions, you can just keep going down the row, and they could just come back up here and pause it and go back to it. They could do something like that. But as far as getting it to read, unless the student has maybe a screen reader, which that is my primary recommendation, is for the students to know how to use the screen reading tools that are available in each machine. So like, for example, I'm on a Mac, so a MacBook has oral, you could read all of the words and the letters. A Chromebook, you can turn on ChromeVox within the Chrome browser, and if they're in the Chrome browser, it can read the test to them also. If you're on a laptop, you can, and they're using Chrome, ChromeVox is also the way to go with that too. So if anything, the very first thing that I would do is just give them the tools for them to be able to turn on the screen reader, and then I would use this as a last resort. But if it is a student that does need to have like a video of you reading the question to them, I'm thinking they're the type of student that isn't going to be copying the link and then sharing it with a friend and cheating. It's not the type of student that would be doing stuff like that. So that's why I'm thinking this might be the solution for a student who does have an intellectual disability and just does need a lot more of that, a lot more support, and they wouldn't be able to turn on the screen reading software and do that type of support independently. So maybe this might be the way. But anyways, this is just the option, and like I said, this is the last way of doing it that I would primarily start with turning on the accessibility features on the device, using that, and then if the student does need more support, that's just not going to be something that works for them, then I would try the video method. And this is just a workaround because, yeah, Google Forms, you can't get it to read, but if you did have the ChromeVox, so for example, I actually do have ChromeVox. I can just really quick turn it on and show you, and hopefully you'll be able to my earbuds. So this is the ChromeVox extension. I'm going to turn it on, and hopefully you'll be able to hear it.
ChromeVox spoken feedback is ready.
Okay, so now if I went back into the quiz and I wanted this
Quiz 200 tab. Watch on YouTube.com. This list item. What color is the sky? Required question. Heading.
Okay.
Blue. Radio button checked 1 of 3. What color is the sky? Required question. Radio button group required. Black. Radio button checked 2 of 3. Gray. Radio button checked 3 of 3.
Okay, so it does read whatever they click on. The problem with ChromeVox is it gives a lot of extra details. So it's reading, this is a radio button and gives extra information, but it does read most of it. So like if I want to have this read again.
What color is the sky? Required question. Heading.
See, so it read, what color is the sky? Then it says required question. Heading. So it gives extra information, but at least it does read that. And then there are ways to adjust it. So like this is the ChromeVox extension up here. If I right click on it, here's where you can go to options. You can manage extensions, but in options, if you were to open that, then
ChromeVox options.
So you
ChromeVox options.
You can turn off
heading 1.
Verbose description.
Not checked. Enable verbose descriptions. Checkbox not checked.
So I just turned off the verbose description.
Modifier keys ChromeVox. Modifier key ChromeVox. Modifier key enable/disable sticky mode. Enable/disable.
That's the thing that
Quiz 200 tab.
That's the thing that people get away from using ChromeVox, is because they have to. It reads a lot, and then they don't know to go back and adjust it. But since I turned off the verbose descriptions, now when I click on the sentence,
what color is the sky? Required question. Heading.
It still
total points possible for this question.
It still reads all that extra information, but there are some points where it will just read the word.
This form was created inside of Northside ISD. Report abuse. List with 0 items. List item. What color is the sky? Required question. Heading.
Anyways, okay, so I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to turn off the ChromeVox now. But this is what I
New
would
tab.
use first.
Tab.
I would use the accessibility features first, and then use the recording method as the last resort.
Extensions.
Okay, so I just turned off ChromeVox, and so if you want to learn more about how to set the accessibility features using Chrome or a Chromebook, let me know. That's what I'm here for, and I can totally save you tons of time and hours trying to figure this out. But if you want just the resources and you're the kind of person that wants to learn it on your own, let me know too, and I could just send you the resources, and then you could do the research and look it up on your own time. But just let me know. If not, I'm more than happy to show you.